Now, breaking news from Fox 10 News.
John Hook live in the Fox 10 newsroom. There's been a shooting this afternoon at Phoenix South Mountain Community College. This is the main campus, South Mountain, 24th Street and Baseline. It's a college of about 8,000 students. We have confirmed through Phoenix police there are 3 gunshot victims. They are treating people, and Brian Kelly is in Sky Fox with word of a suspect that may be in custody. Brian.
John, that's right. There are 3 victims down inside the Technology Center here at South Mountain Community College. Phoenix Police Department SWAT team is still on the scene here trying to clear this campus, make sure first there are no other injuries and also that there are no other suspects outstanding. We understand from our sources at the police department that moments ago a suspect gave himself up. His father actually turned him over to the police in the 2300 block of West Grove, which is about 19th Avenue and Southern, so quite a ways from here this afternoon. But we understand that one suspect is in custody. Police on scene here still looking to make sure there are no more and no other injuries. John.
Brian, what do we know about the victims? 3 victims that we know of. Do we know the extent of the injuries?
We do not know the extent of the injuries yet. This is still a very fluid scene out here this afternoon, very active, and information, as you can understand, a little confusing and a little slow forthcoming. So we hope to get that information. We'll have it for you at the top of the 5, hopefully.
Okay, to bring you up to date, if you're just joining us, 3 people confirmed shot this afternoon at South Mountain Community College. That's 7050 South 24th Street, basically 24th Street and Baseline. For those of you who don't know this campus, it's a 2-year college, roughly serving 8,000 students a year. They do associate degrees, certificate of completion. They basically get you ready for college for transfer. Today, a shooting on campus, a suspect in custody, just a short ways away from where the shooting happened today. Brian Kelly live over it in Sky Fox. Brian, do we know anything more about what may have been a motive here?
No, John, absolutely no information on that right now as to whether this is just one of those random type school shootings or what the motive may be. And I'm sure that this investigation will be underway for quite a while as we find out more about this suspect and what may have caused this shooting here today.
Okay, Brian Kelly live in Sky Fox. And, of course, we will have more information on this shooting at South Mountain Community College today. 3 people confirmed shot. We do not know their conditions, but a suspect in custody.
5.
Violence in South Phoenix this afternoon, a shooting on the campus of South Mountain Community College just about an hour ago. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm John Hook.
And I'm Carrie Lake. When police arrived, they found 3 people shot. We're told it's 1 female and 2 males, one of them only 17 years old. Now, this college campus is at 24th Street and Baseline, right across the street from the Legacy Golf Course.
Now, we begin our coverage with Andrew Hasman. He's live at the scene. Andrew, we've learned that 2 people may be critically injured here out of the 3 shot today.
Yeah, that's right, John. We're told that 2 people are in critical condition. They were taken to the hospital just a few minutes ago, and we're told that one of them is a 22-year-old female and the other one is a 25-year-old man. We're actually pretty far from the college right now. There is a huge police presence out here, and they have basically kept us very far back. We're going to look in now to what is the main entrance of the college, and you can see just a huge police presence out there. They've got this entire campus on lockdown. At first, we were told that there was a gunman on the loose, but right now it's looking like police have him in custody. We don't know his age, we don't know much about him, but we are told that he is now in custody. Again, it's a 22-year-old female that was transported to the hospital with extremely serious injuries. We're told she was shot possibly multiple times. The other one was a 25-year-old man. That 17-year-old that John mentioned earlier is also a boy. He's a 17-year-old boy. He was shot in the leg. This happened in the Technical Services Building. We don't know exactly if it was a classroom or really if it was just the lobby of the building, but we're told that it was the Technical Services Building. Our cameras were there as well as one of them was transported to the hospital. And we do have some video of that. We don't know exactly which victim that was, but we also spoke to some family members out there. And okay, I guess we're not going to hear from them. Again, this is a South Mountain Community College. They've got this campus completely locked down. They're not letting anybody in and out. And we were actually talking to some people as they left. They say that once this happened, word spread and everybody just started running. They just started running away from that Technical Services Building. There's a lot of rumors going around about what might have happened, but we're waiting for police to tell us exactly what went down here today.
Well, you mentioned
Back to you guys.
They've got a suspect in custody. Do they have the campus secured yet?
Kerry, they do have the campus secured, we're assuming, since they have the suspect in custody, but, you know, they still have it on lockdown. They're still not letting anybody in or out until they really complete all of this. They wouldn't tell us anything about a weapon. They wouldn't tell us anything about a motive, but, you know, they're still working on this. This just happened.
One suspect. So they only think there's one suspect. There's no other suspect in this.
They think right now that there's only one suspect, and what the police did tell us is that they had multiple witnesses to the shooting, so they know exactly who this person is. There were a lot of people that saw him apparently do this, and so they think they have the right person in custody right now, and they think that he is the only shooter, but we're just going to have to wait and see.
Yeah, police calling it, at this point, not an active scene actually there, because they think they've got the suspect and the only suspect, but they're going to play it very safe. Andrew Hasbron live. Now, again, the suspect was arrested just a few miles from the college. That happened near 22nd Avenue in Southern.
Brian Kelly is live in Sky Fox, and he has that part of the story. Brian, when did this arrest take place?
I'm sorry, say that again, Kerry.
When did the arrest take place?
This arrest took place not long after the shooting. We understand that the suspect returned to his house here in that white Chevy pickup truck that you see in the driveway there, and that his father actually brought him out to police and turned him in. Now, how police came to be at this residence, whether people had already given the police his name or not, we don't know, but we know that they were here. The father brought him out and turned him over to police, and of course, a tremendous amount of police activity on the scene here now.
They're moving somebody right now.
As they
Brian, they're moving
interview
somebody
people,
right
and
now.
we'll treat this as a crime scene, also looking for evidence of why he may have done this. We don't know if that is the suspect that they have there. They're moving right there at this time or not. They moved him from one police car to another, so that may in fact be the suspect that we were just seeing, Kerry.
Do we know if he was a student at the school? I mean, any idea of his connection to South Mountain Community College?
Really no information yet at all as to his connection to the college or connection to this incident here. But as you can see, they're having to move a lot of people around out here. I'm sure this is a very volatile situation out here in this neighborhood,
well,
as police have converged upon it this afternoon, looking for clues and evidence as to what may have caused
You know,
this.
and Brian, in these scenes, you know, because you work with PD for years, you've got family members who are agitated. You've got to move people out of the situation. You're dealing with a suspect. You've got family members angry. You've got to deal with a lot of emotion on a scene like this. It's very, very dangerous.
It is very dangerous, John. This is a very tight neighborhood down here. There are a lot of families that live in this area, as well as close friends and relatives. This is an area that is affectionately known by the police department, unfortunately, as the kitchen, because of the activity sometimes that occurs here in this particular area around 19th Avenue and Southern. There's a lot of gang activity in the area, and so they are being very, very cautious out of this afternoon, and emotions are going to be running high.
Brian, we know the shooting happened about 4 o'clock. Were classes going on this afternoon at the college?
I actually understand no. College was out for the summer, but you have other classes being held there that are summer classes, but that the college itself was out for the summer. That's what I understand. Do you have any information on that, Brian?
No, I'm sorry, John. I was talking to another helicopter. I don't have any information on that as to whether or not there was. However, we saw moments ago a lot of students coming out of the college, so I've got to believe they did have some summer classes of some type in session.
Right.
They seem to be loading those students onto a city bus that they had brought in as an area where they can keep them cool, because they will all have to be interviewed and talked to, and they will all have to be given the opportunity to identify this suspect here today.
Well, I've counted about 3 people being taken into custody now. I mean, these could just be family members who might have known something about it and going to be questioned.
No, that could be from just people trying to get in the way a little bit, maybe people causing a disturbance here at the scene, not wanting to stay away from the scene itself, and sometimes we run into that in these emotional situations.
Well, to recap a bit, 3 people shot today at South Mountain Community College in the Technical Services Building, 2 of them in critical condition, a 22-year-old female and a 25-year-old male. A 17-year-old male was shot in the leg, and they have 1 suspect in custody as we speak.
If we can, and go back to a map of South Mountain Community College, when it's in session and at full stroke, it's 8,000 students. It's a 2-year college, and the Technical Services Building would be on the southeast corner of South Mountain Community College, where this shooting happened.